So, in this video, most of the video is going to be, me talking basically as there is the background gameplay of me building, the thing I want to build in this episode. But anyways, lads, how are you all doing? I never ask that in these videos. It's always just an introduction to what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, episode 11, I got, the last two achievements. Sorry I couldn't show it, it's just like the audio was really glitchy, it didn't really work out and shit. But yeah, I managed to do that, get the 3 frog lights. So what we're going to do, well, one point I said I was going to build a second floor to this. We're actually going to do that in this episode, so yeah, let's get to it. Alright, as you can see here, I already have all the resources I need to actually start building the second floor. So it's like I was just jumping right into it, didn't want to think, alright, I've got to collect all the resources. It was like, already had them, and as you can see here, what am I doing? I'm creating, what's needed for the staircase, because villagers, at least I don't think they can climb ladders, so this is kind of the best way for them to get up and down, and yeah. First, wondering what I want to do on this second floor. I basically want to create, basically want to get a bunch of cartographers, and the reason I want to get a bunch of cartographers is because they trade glass panes. And I know where there's a nearby desert, it can do what Luton Noble did, just dig up a bunch of sand, turn it into glass panes, trade with a bunch of villagers, and it can all be good. That'll be really, really nice, yeah. By this point I realised that villagers could get up through the staircase before I've even built the walls for the second floor. Luckily I realised that in time and just placed a block there to stop them from going up. As you can also see here, I am destroying the polished deep slate right here, which was kind of supposed to be like a breakup point for the first floor and the second floor. I thought it was alright at first, but then I just decided to get rid of it and replace it with deep slate stone brick, which is what I'm going to do for the rest, up until the top. I don't feel like, I'm going to have this anymore. I feel like it was only good for the ground floor. But yeah, we can still use deep slate stone brick, which, is very, very nice, and yeah, I think, it would be nice for the rest of the building. It fits with what I was originally doing. Don't want to use another block. Why would I do that? But yeah, as you can see, just replacing it all with deep slate stone brick, and yeah, it all seems very good so far. Alright, here is where I start to do the corners of the walls. And as you can see, not too bad so far. And this, like with the first floor, is where I decide to do the, the deep slate brick stairs, kind of design where, basically it's kind of a bit of a depth and a bit of texture with like the windows and shite. I think it all looks pretty nice, and I do this basically for the upside down, part as well, so that both on the, bottom and the top, it has some depth to it, where it like kind of aligns with the glass panes. That's kind of what it is, and I think it looks nice. It's really, really nice. As you can see, if you saw for a split second there, I also did it on my, bigger and better house. It wasn't my first house, in this world, but still, that's what I did, and it looks pretty nice, as I said many, many times before, that's kind of the goal of this. In everything in this world, it's supposed to look nice, at least to my standards, As you can see, also trying to do it upside down, they can be kind of awkward, as you can see there. Sometimes can place them, the right way up, but yeah, basically trying to place them upside down, so, kind of depth, both on the top and the bottom, with the glass panes, and they kind of line with it, and yeah, kind of said that before, but yeah, just wanted to show and explain it, do both at the same time, yeah. And here, as I said, is where I stopped the polished deep slate tradition, and, just continue using deep slate stone bricks, for like, the break-off point where I do the roof, And for the roof, I'm going to do deep slate tiles, that's what I'm going to do, yeah. Because, the past 2 floors, they've been, deep slate tiles. If I ever do a 3rd floor, for whatever fucking reason, I might do a 3rd floor, but yeah. Basically, do deep slate tiles again. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. So when I completed the roof, I thought I was completely done. Apparently not, because I've remembered, hey, you gotta put torches on the roof so that mobs don't spawn. So, yeah, luckily, I realised that in time, and luckily, I put it on there so no mobs will spawn and fall down, because even from that drop, still, could be like a creeper and shy and they could explode. So, yeah, luckily I remembered that. Alright, time for the second easiest part of this build, and that's putting in the glass panes, Very, very easy. Not as easy as putting in the beds in. I'll get to that later, but yeah, thought, hey, putting in the glass panes, much easier since, most of the build is already done. It's just, adding in fucking windows. That is basically it. But yeah, semi easiest part, the second easiest part, like out of the three things like building, and glass panes and the beds, this is the second easiest part, yeah. And by this point, we are finally done. And luckily, I decided to turn on my microphone and you can see my reaction. Hopefully the audio is good. We're done with this shite, Didn't take that long, but still. So we're kind of lied in the sense saying that we're done because, yeah, as you may know, still need to put the beds in. And some of the torches I need to put on the walls and, or just get rid of entirely. The torches in the middle, which are on the floor, just going to keep there. Who knows, I might put some better lighting. Might actually put some lanterns in, like, off camera. Like, I don't need to make it its own episode. Like, these small improvements do around the base, I don't really need to make its own episode unless, I had all these improvements in my head for what to do. But yeah, as you can see, got a lot of beds. And yeah, this is the easiest part out of the three. And yeah, basically, just placing in beds, Yeah, that's basically what I was doing. Alright, I had run out of beds and, had to go back and decided, hey, villagers, you can now wander up here because, there's no way you're getting out even if you go up there. So yeah, I decided to go back to my base and get more wool and get more wood to craft more beds because, I kind of need that, and also just putting some spare shit away, yeah. That's one thing I did, because, yeah, I'm basically just putting beds in now. I've basically done everything else, But yeah, I just think to myself, oh, where do I put the glass? I put it in here, yeah. But still, you need to get more wool, and you also need to get more wood. Which I realised, and luckily I have my wood chest and just enough wood. As you can see, I'm also kind of running out. Might need to get more wood, but yeah. And also, I don't have enough for another 20, which is what I need to actually complete, everything, on the second floor. So yeah, just decided to get, 4 more wool, so I can actually complete it, And luckily, I managed to get the exact amount, And yeah. Now, it's time to place in the 4 more beds. Alright, as you can see here, just placing the last, the second half more like, bit of beds, for the villagers. And yeah, probably going to put cartographers in here, as I said before, earlier in this episode. Yeah, which is nice, can get a lot more emeralds, so I can actually, get a sextuple beacon from, like, killing 6 fucking withers, which at some point I do plan to do. I plan to do a lot of shit, I guess, Since this is the final season, want to make it grand and shite. Yeah, plan to actually also go into the deep dark again. Yeah. But anyways, lads, I'm going to end off this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, see you.